So the first thing that you need to note is that it's going to take time to walk through this process. This is not a one and done kind of a thing. Usually, obviously, there are exceptions, and that's okay. This is something that's important, and you, of course, want to balance that against whatever relationship you have with your boss. And so you want to be willing to sort of work through this over time. Understand that for most people, it's going to take more than one interaction. Sometimes it takes two or three. Sometimes it takes several over the course of months. But if this is something that's really important to you and could really be beneficial to the business, then I think it's worth taking the time necessary and not trying to rush the process. The second thing is that anytime you're communicating or even thinking about the website, start to think of why a new or improved website will benefit your boss and will benefit the business. Think about it in terms of how it's going to help the business, survive and thrive, and what the benefits will be to them in regards to time saved or money saved or stress off their plate or time saved off your plate, etc. And then think about that from a sort of a mental perspective. And then as you're speaking or writing or interacting, try to make everything really all about him or her. Try to make it about the benefits to them and their goals and their desires. And it can't really emphasize that enough. It's not something to really stress about as much as it's something to just keep reminding yourself of throughout the duration of the process, because it's not going to be instantaneous. And not every conversation is going to be exactly the way you want it to go, but keep that in mind and it'll really change the tone and it'll really help. And that'll really kind of guide to the last step in sort of, thinking about it from their perspective, which is speaking their language. And by that, I mean, are they a data and analytics, show me a spreadsheet, break down the price for me kind of a person? Or are they a visual kind of person, show me what it looks like, I want to see pictures, I want to see a mock-up, I want to see a draft of what you mean when you say that? Or are they more of a relational, face-to-face, talk to me, I want to see your face and feel like I understand you and I trust your expertise, and you understand, feel like you know what you're talking about at this point, etc. So there's a variety of ways that people sort of communicate, and to keep that in mind, you probably know pretty well by now what works with that person that you're trying to present this idea to, and so be speaking in their language.